Hey guys, had a little bit of free time, hop in the studio today, and I'm just gonna fix up a pour that did not turn out well. It's kind of hard to see, but there was some very beautiful pinks and like a goldish green in here. Some spots it had turned purple and it's kind of just disappeared. Basically things were mixed too thin and apparently I didn't put it on a flat surface. So while I absolutely loved what the original looked like, waste not, want not, so I'm gonna go in here and just fix it up a tiny bit, have a little fun with the colors. So I'm gonna hit the edges first where I don't want anything stuck with my darker color. You want to overlap when you're doing this so that you're making sure that when you stretch it, tilt it, you're not going to stretch it, but when you tilt it, that you're definitely going to go over the edges. You just want to add a little bit of design to it. You have to understand that this is going to stretch. I really like the pink over there, so I'm going to try and keep some in there. Brighten up this edge a little bit with it. I'm staying away from the middle just because as I start to lean and tilt, things will add themselves in there. But I also don't want to remove 100% of that original background because I really loved it. So now we just kind of tilt and shape. It's going to be more solid images because it wasn't like a pour combination. Where you'd like pre-cupped it, I just kind of poured it straight on here. And really all you do is you kind of let it move around. It'll find its own design, and you can just really let it do whatever you want. Right now I'm just kind of like, I want to cover this edge, and then I'll just move it back down over this way. As you see, the angle kind of determines what it's letting itself do as it's shaping. All right, now I don't want to take up too much. I just wanted to come in and like finish the edges, kind of. So you can take, I'm just going along the edge with the paint that had fallen off, making sure it, covers corners. It's very important. I always loved how the side of the painting was just as important as what the artist put on the front. You just have these moments of overlap, and with every piece of art, no matter how skilled you are, there are those moments where it just does what it wants, and you have to accept that as an artist. All right, looks like pretty much everywhere other than over there. Okay, so while it's still wet, take a couple paper towels, and I'm literally just going to wipe off the part of this gray that I don't like. I mean, it's still soaking wet. It's not an original pour. There's that dry layer underneath that's already kind of plasticky. And so just every time you go in, just use a clean side. Just shaping up that little right there. Okay, so now look right here, kind of folded it into itself a little bit more, where the colors are kind of overlapping. All right, and I don't want to stretch that out too much, so I am well, I'm gonna get another paper towel and clean my hand, but I am gonna go ahead and find an actual flat spot for this one this time, and we'll see what it turns into. Now, if you wanted, you could take and pour some more over here. If you had the real fine end pieces, you could add very implicit designs, kind of go in and line it. I actually have some cell medium, and I've never applied it directly to the canvas, but I'm just going to add a couple of drops. And I'll do this one. Just a few drops, let it do its thing. Pull it out a little bit. I need a torch, so I'm gonna actually take blow dryer, kind of see if I can't stretch that edge a little bit, but we're gonna call this one done for the day. Thank you guys for joining me, and understand that you can make a mistake, you can do something wrong, but you can always go back in and add a little bit more color and life to it.